Oh, he's made the move. He's got his nose up the inside, but pulls out. Jordan Cox, I reckon he's going to go down the inside of him here over Scott, and he does. What a huge move from Jordan Cox. He is absolutely on fire, this kid. Someone give him a contract. Defensive here, because will we see a repeat of Jordan Cox up the inside, over Skyline, and look at him down the inside of McPhillamy Park. Jordan Cox, what another great move in the Honda Civic, down Coates Hire S's. And that, again, is a very, very full-on move, guys.
No, he wasn't quite close enough.
Oh, tight. Watch Cox on the outside of the sky. Oh, no, I don't think he can do it.
We have a Honda Civic versus a Holden Monaro. Welcome to Australia, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
when you said on the start line it was a Ford Falcon versus a Honda Civic, I think words never actually uttered in a race before.
This is going to be one of the best races for a podium that you've ever seen in your life. Revving up,
here we go.
Red. And it's the Honda Civic versus the Ford Falcon off the front row of the grid here at Bathurst. The Dono King improved production race is go. And great start from Ray Hislop. Jordan Cox goes all the way over to the left-hand side of the track. But Damien Milano gets up the inside, so does Scotty Wilson. And Jordan Cox, no, he doesn't want any of it. He's going around the outside of Damien Milano, but is about to get swamped as they go up Audi Mountain because he just has no power gas.
Yeah, certainly a good start there from Damien Milano. Went into P2. We had Cox at 3, but I dare say when we go back to our leaders, already we can see Cherry picking him off as they go up the... Sorry.
Yes.
Kerry Wade up the 4th spot, Cox in 5th. Lee Forrest had a bad start. He's back in 6th position. Robert Braun just in behind him in the BMW.
Watch this.
Justin Wade's up in the 4th now. Is that Justin Wade in the number 7 BMW?
Oh, Lee Forrest has hit the wall.
No, I think he just missed it.
Tell you what, that would have been close. Just a bit of a swipe, I reckon, Gaz.
Just might have been.
Guys up at the moment as they come over down towards the Bentley elbow.
So look at this. This is what I love. Jordan Cox has got past Lee Forrest and Wade over the top of the mountain, but he's got no power. So Wade and Lee Forrest will probably go past him here. And there's the other BMW as well, Gaz. He's going up the inside of Forrest.
Yeah, Robert Braun from Victoria in that E30, looking for a way past. But certainly the Cox Civic doesn't lack a lot in the straight line, does it?
It's not too
Does
bad.
a great job, doesn't it?
So here's a replay of Lee Forrest. Let's see if he just gives the wall a bit of a touch-up. Jordan Cox on the inside, Forrest on the outside. No room, and...
No.
Oh, how close can you get?
Didn't touch it.
Great driving from Lee Forrest. How about that? So as they come across the line, let's talk about Ray Hislop. A 2:24 standing start time. It's pretty good. 2:27 from Damien Milano. Scott Wilson is in 3rd from Jordan Cox in the Honda Civic.
Oh,
when you said on the start line it was a Ford Falcon versus a Honda Civic, I think words never actually uttered in a race before.
This is going to be one of the best races for a podium that you've ever seen in your life. Lee Forrest there, up the inside of Wade. Or they may even go 3 wide. Jordan Cox pulls out to the left, blocks Wade. That allows Lee Forrest to get back up the inside of the BMW. And who have we got there in behind Wade?
Nathan Roberts in the Commodore. The interesting thing is no one's going to outbrake the Honda Civic, are they?
No.
It's going to be easily the best car under brakes out of that group.
Let's see if Jordan Cox can catch up to the back of Scotty Wilson over the top of the hill, because he doesn't have to look in his mirrors anymore, because the Civic's going to be quicker than anything from about here to Skyline, I reckon, Gaz.
Yeah, and I think Lee Forrest's car will get quicker as the race goes on too.
Oh, look at this. All over the back of Scotty Wilson now through McPhillamy Park. He's going to have a look up the inside, but he's made the move. He's got his nose up the inside, but pulls out. Jordan Cox, I reckon he's going to go down the inside of him here over Skyline, and he does. What a huge move from Jordan Cox. He is absolutely on fire, this kid. Someone give him a contract. That was one of the best moves down the inside of Scotty Wilson, but now he's going to get eaten up again down the straight.
Oh, that was brilliant. Jordan Cox, you can understand why he's got so many fans on top at McPhillamy Park at the moment. That was a great move.
They're not going to get him down the straight. He's too far away from him.
Oh,
he's
look at
bolted.
that. Look at the gap that he's pulled on these guys. This kid is on fire.
But they have made up a bit of ground on him down the straight. Wilson in 4th spot, but certainly, again, as they go through the chase, Cox has got a decent lead again. A 2:19.87 for Hislop on the first flying lap. So look, stand by. He's going to go quicker. As we watch this battle for 4th now, because Cox is clear. Then we've got Wilson followed by, we've got a replay of this great move across the top of the mountain.
Here we go. Jordan.
Wow.
That is some attitude on that car. And you know what? He's got his foot absolutely planted through the floorboards there. But this is absolutely gobsmacking. He hasn't even hit the brake yet.
No, he's still on full noise.
Now he has.
Wow.
Only just hit the brake. Wow, that's some great driving, Jordan Cox.
Under 2
Well
litre.
done.
Don't forget, this is a 2 litre Honda Civic. We're now being monstered by a 6 litre Holden Commodore. The Celica tries to go down the inside. Well,
Look at that. Lee Forrest up the inside of Scotty Wilson now.
yeah, I wouldn't discount Lee Forrest for third eventually if he can somehow nail that Honda Civic at some point.
He's going to be having nightmares about seeing the rear end of that Honda Civic.
That Honda Civic is just so quick across the top of the mountain. It's unbelievable. And he's on full noise where everyone else is on their brakes.
Well, we haven't really mentioned Robert Braun much either. He's in that E30 that's in behind Justin Wade at the moment. Now, he was putting a little bit of curry on Justin Wade the last lap around, but has dropped off a little bit back to Nathan Robertson in the E46. Oh, E36, sorry.
Yeah, the Wade car is a V8, 4 litre V8, whereas the Braun car is the E4, the 6-cylinder 3 litre one. So I can't see the arrows going much longer the way they're smoking.
Matt Cherry now. I don't think Jordan Cox is going to be able to do anything about this.
An 18.8 from Ray Hislop on that lap.
Wow.
Just getting faster and faster. He could be in the top 4 or 5 of the combined sedans at this rate.
It's hard to believe that Ray Hislop was chasing under 220 yesterday.
Matt Cherry's just moved the 3rd spot from the back of the grid.
Hang on, can you hear that? The top of the crowd. Boo.
Now,
No,
ladies,
well done to
this is the best thing about improved production. We have a Honda Civic versus a Holden Monaro. Welcome to Australia, ladies and gentlemen.
Well,
So
the fight was over pretty soon. Now we've got the 2 Japanese brands, the Honda Civic, under 2 litre car, the turbocharged Toyota Celica is just plodded past.
Well, this is where it's going to get very interesting, I think.
Now, has Jordan got a problem? Because that car's fallen away dramatically compared to previous laps.
I reckon he'll be passing again by Skyline. No,
You reckon?
Maybe.
Maybe Jordan's backing off just a little bit.
Let's keep an eye on the Celica out of the cutting too. Remember years gone by, it left that left-hand front wheel coming through there. We wonder if it'll be doing that. And Lee was saying yesterday the track is very grippy, so the car does grip up. No, he's taken the wider line this time.
Oh, here we
Last
go.
year he
Jordan
was.
Cox closes in on the back of Lee Forrest again. Sorry, Gaz. But this is what I absolutely love to see. Lee Forrest a little bit sideways through Bartlett's Folly as they make their way down in the Reed Park. Jordan Cox now closing up to the back of the Celica. Cox has got the pace over the top. Lee Forrest is going to have to go on the defensive here because will we see a repeat of Jordan Cox up the inside, over Skyline, and look at him down the inside of McPhillamy Park. Jordan Cox, what another great move in the Honda Civic, down Coates Hire S's. And that, again, is a very full-on move, guys.
I wonder if we're going to see if, well, Matt Cherry's probably gone, but if Jordan Cox has his way, he'd probably try and get right up to the rear end of the Monaro. But that's how they stand at the moment from Hislop. Damian Milano's having a quiet one.
Look at this. We got this
Look at
on
this, rear
replay.
wheel. The rear wheel is off the deck on that car.
Wow.
And he put the nose in and committed himself. Now, fortunately, Lee must have had an idea he was there and
Bit of a
stayed a little
correction.
bit wide. He wasn't going to try and cut him off because it would have been disastrous for both of them.
That is straight out of the centre of the book of awesome brakecraft. And Jordan brake, there he goes.
Yeah, right at the very last minute, the brake light's on. Now they're down into the chase and they're nose to tail again. So the Celica's wound out and pulled that gap in, and we'll have a go in that short run down to Maguire's corner.
Oh, but Cox again up the inside on the brakes. No.
Oh,
Maybe.
yes, he's actually going to go past
Yes.
Lee Forrest again.
Yeah, Forrest went wide again in dramas today.
So Jordan Cox from Lee Forrest. Is Lee Forrest going to overtake? Yeah, he does. Going up Audi Mountain Straight, heading towards Griffin's Bend.
I'm nervous. This is why I absolutely love motorsport for this type of racing. And is there anything better? No, there isn't. It can't be.
I can think maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. No, there isn't.
It depends.
Right at this point in time, there is nothing better going on in the world than watching this race.
Sebastian Eschenbach on Twitter. There's an RX-7 racing an E92 and everything else, and I mean everything. That's the best race ever. Thank you very much for that, Sebastian. Appreciate it. hashtag B12HR.
Oh, Cookie, here we go again. Jordan Cox with another great run through Reed Park. Are we going to see a repeat? Lee Forrest will probably be a little bit wiser this time around. And
no, we're going to have the same thing. We're going no, he wasn't quite close enough.
Oh, it's tight. Watch Cox on the outside of the sky. Oh, no, I don't think he can do it. Well done to Lee Forrest. Great defensive driving there.
Lee Forrest actually jumped on the brakes just a little bit later, anticipating how late under brakes Jordan Cox was going to go.
So this is the thing now. We're going to see Lee Forrest pull away because every time that they've come into the S's, Forrest has been behind.
Jordan Cox is going, Bentley elbow. But okay, and then Lee Forrest is going to go flying past again on Conroy.
He will, and that's about to happen right now.
Yeah.
Good clean driving so far from these two as well.
How close have they been in some of their the manoeuvres?
By the way, Ray Hislop is still out in front. He's done a fastest lap of a 2:18.8.
Damien Milano second as well.
20-second gap to Damien Milano.
And Matt Cherry's lapping at about 2 seconds a lap faster than Milano, so we expect that gap to come down and Cherry could actually get back to second position. The gap between the pair of them at the moment...
Oh, Lee Forrest with a big slapper out of Caltex Chase.
It's about 7 seconds.
There we go. Yeah, there was... we were staring down the barrel of a safety car, but nothing yet. Still under green flag conditions, which is great because this is what we want to see. We want to see this battle between Lee Forrest and Jordan Cox continue.
We certainly do. And here comes the man of the moment, Ray Hislop, already starting to lap cars over the top of the hill. Fastest lap he's ever done at Mount Panorama, 2:18, which is just absolutely phenomenal in a car that is running on an R-Spec tyre.
Yeah. And the fact that he was just cruising the last lap, he did a 2:21.
Would that be the quickest time ever around Mount Panorama on a treaded tyre?
It's a good question.
You'd have
to say, well, you'd have to look at Touring Car Masters.
Oh, yep, of course.
And see if anyone's been faster. I think it's faster than a Touring Car Masters time.
Yeah, wow.
I'll look up afterwards and we'll compare times from last year's 1,000 where the TCM cars were running here, but certainly big lead at the moment. It was 25.3 seconds at the end of the last lap with a further 7.3 seconds back to Cherry third behind Milano. And I'll be interested to see how close they are. Now there's a fair gap, but he'll make this...
he'll make it up.
No.
Forrest has got a problem. Forrest has got a problem. He's missed a gear or something's gone wrong with that car.
No, he's got dramas.
Yeah. That's a shame.
Just when he resolved it, but on saying that, there's a possibility he's overstretched that car to stay in front of the Honda.
I think he probably has, and that's when things go wrong. So that's a shame for Lee Forrest. Hopefully he can still limp it home and
has stated what he said he would do. We just
Let's see what happened here.
So he's gone on the grass there. He was nearly like a great
and had the hand out the window as well, saying, no, you're going to have to go past me.
No, not true. So here he goes now. Jordan Cox through Caltex Chase for the last time. And everybody at Maguire's Murray's Corner, I want you to stand up and give this young kid a round of applause because he's certainly been the show of the race. And the 23-year-old from Sydney, Jordan Cox, here he is through Maguire's Murray's Corner. Great drive from the young fella to come in 4th position. And really, really exciting stuff.
Fan club. There is a Twitter fan club going on for this guy. And a lot of people on Twitter have been... there's someone up at Skyline using the hashtag loose Honda, hashtag never lift. So I reckon Jordan Cox, if he doesn't have a Twitter account, he needs to get one because he will have a lot of fans within the next couple of hours. Well done, Jordan Cox.